It's good to be back here at the Shangri-La Plaza. It seems I've been going here, well, for forever, over 20 years, and I never get tired of this mall. It's one of the cleanest in the Philippines and absolutely one of the most luxurious. There's always something new. New shops, new experiences, and best of all, new tastes. Let's eat. Chef Peter Ayson is a good friend of mine, and one of the reasons why we get along so well is, well, we share a common love of steaks. And when Pete cooks a steak, he makes sure it's the most flavorful, most tender, most irresistible steak you'll ever have in your life. And you can have it here at Chops. Chops is a Chicago-inspired steakhouse. And what makes it Chicago-inspired?
When we first opened it, it started as a butchery restaurant. But now we're involved here in Shangri-La.
Okay.
So I wanted to bring out something for the whole family.
Okay.
But just straightforward steakhouse. Straightforward, you know, meat eating, a family crowd, and come over and just enjoy a good place steaks.
Right. And Shangri-La really is known as a family market.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is an applewood smoke.
Yeah. So it's more of an applewood, chestnut, and then cranberry orange and allspice sauce to go with it, just for the holidays.
And you've got a beautiful salad there. Well, all those very sharp, tangy flavors of blue cheese,
Exactly.
creaminess. It's a rich salad. It's almost not a salad. It's just like a...
It's like a whole meal on its own
right,
for the family.
It's meat and richness and creaminess disguised.
Well, I want to have a little bit of grease in their plate, so that's the best thing I can do with a salad.
This steak, this massive Tomahawk steak, which is really good for 4 people.
Before, you would only eat steak during celebrations, right?
Right.
Now it's a daily thing. You see people really, you know, they want to celebrate, they want to feel special, they want to, you know, reward themselves.
So I'm celebrating Thanksgiving in my mouth right now. Like I say, Christmas in my mouth. Yeah. This is why you go to Chops. You go here to enjoy a hearty meal.
Yeah.
Give in to your dark, primitive side.
The dark side.
Right, and don't be afraid to embrace it. We were all once upon a time cavemen, and we were tearing chunks of meat from dead animals, right? So that's what you do here at Chops. Well,
exactly.
you have to use your utensils, right? But don't lick your fingers. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Spanky, for
friend,
coming.
I can shake your hand anymore, but I can I'm really not sure how best to pronounce this restaurant's name, but I'm sure of one thing. The food here is excellent. I'd call it pan-European, a mixture of Swiss, French, German, and even Italian classics, and everything here is absolutely authentic. Our next stop here at the east wing of the Shangri-La Plaza is this restaurant. I'm afraid to mention the name, so I'll let Jennifer. Jennifer, how do you pronounce this?
Actually, it's pronounced as Spatzle.
And that's a German word or a Swiss word?
A German word.
A German word.
This one is our specialty. It's the Spatzle carbonara, our own twist of the carbonara.
You always have bacon, in this case, pancetta. And you have a wonderful, beautiful egg. You're supposed to mix everything.
You're supposed to mix everything. It makes it more creamy, not the artificial creamy, like cream, diba? So the eggs will bind together. This is the classic Rosti. A Rosti is a freshly prepared potato pancake. So it's freshly shredded. These are made to order. The
best way to describe a Rosti, it's like a parang social na hash brown.
Social na hash browns, yes.
You know, I can imagine having this for breakfast.
I can finish that on my own.
Can I order this with jam?
We have a breakfast Rosti, like you have breakfast sausages.
Okay, and now you have a new Italian menu.
That's the risotto con miele. It's truffle risotto with roast pork belly on top. That one is also part of the Italian fare.
Okay.
So this is the cannoli.
When you talk about Italian, arguably the most famous dessert in Italy is the cannoli. Shall I bite into it?
Did you hear the crunch? Actually, it's very hard to find a cannoli here in Manila, so we're happy to offer this to our clients.
In a mall filled with a plethora of excellent choices of cuisine from all over the world, a Filipino restaurant still stands out. It's called Corazon. You're famous for your characters based on the Rizal novel.
Yes, and then Shangri-La requested me to have a bit of Spanish.
Okay.
Instead of putting the all-Spanish restaurant, my husband thought of, why don't we make a Filipino-Hispano? Since the Filipino dishes naman, there's a lot of influence of Spanish cooking, Spanish food.
And there's certain flavors that we look for as Filipinos. Kung wala yun, if you don't have that certain taste, bitin.
Bitin, parang
Right?
napaka-ordinary
Exactly,
pa rin, diba?
right?
For example, this paella, diba? We still use the real saffron, we use the fresh herbs,
It's a very bright and vibrant dish.
Yes.
You know that this was
Hindi kami
prepared...
nagtitipid sa mga
Exactly.
ingredients.
Oo.
Morcon is one of my favorite. It's also the favorite of my husband.
Morcon's not easy to make, you know?
Napakahirap.
It's not. You gotta have this piece of meat and you roll
Roll
it.
it, you have
It's like
pork.
making a giant meat sushi, but
Yes.
much more difficult. I'm going back to myself as like a 5-year-old,
Totoo, di ba?
right? And that's how you feel about it. And I guess that's how you should feel about Filipino food. I'm really happy that you're doing such a wonderful job of,
Thank you.
promoting Filipino cuisine. It's a good
I want
service.
them to have an experience na, kahit a basic experience, but, it's a memorable experience of dining with us and having a Filipino dishes.
Well, here's to you and everyone who's working and cooking with you. And
Thank
most
you.
of all, to all the Filipinos and to all the foreigners, all the expats, you're making happy with Filipino food.
Thank you very much, Franz.
D&B, or Duck and Buvette, was for a very long time the destination for French food in this mall. It was called La Provençale. They have the best, bar none, duck confit in all of Metro Manila. I'm here with the chef, Jacq. Hello.
Hi. It's great to be back here.
Oh, nice to see you again.
I know, I love this place, and I love this for several reasons.
This is an object of beauty.
It's maple candied bacon. It's crispy, sweet outside, and you squeeze a lemon just to cut the sweet a bit, so there's charred and sweet.
Is this one of your most popular items?
Yes, for the Buvette, it's one of the most popular ones.
What's the Buvette?
Buvette is like a refreshment. So it's our take for the Spanish tapas.
Okay.
But the foods are more or less in a French cuisine line. There's inspired by the French. Maybe if it's not the food, it can be the cooking technique. So you just pika-pika lang.
Okay. One of the key things, one of the best things this holiday season, I think even beyond, even to early next year till March, for every single receipt purchased here at the Shangri-La Plaza Mall worth $2,500, you get a ticket. And this ticket will be your raffle stub, and you get a chance to win one of 10 trips all over the world. You get to stay in a Shang hotel, including one in Paris, France.
Wow.
Okay, so you should join that.
right.
You should join that. This is now my favorite duck confit. It's crisp. The meat is always tender. A confit means can you explain?
Confit is actually a method of cooking.
Right.
Where you cook it in duck fat for around 4 or 5 hours. Then afterwards, you just have to air it out to dry out the skin.
Right.
So that when you fry it, it gets crispy. I can hear the crunch.
Yeah. It's my favorite duck confit in the city. It's my favorite bacon dish in the city. And guess what? We're all together in one restaurant. No, it's not called Duck and Bacon. It's actually D&B. Duck and Buvette. I swear, one of the best.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much, Jacq.
Thank you for appreciating.
And maligayang Pasko sa ating lahat mula sa Shangri-La Plaza.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers, guys.
Merry
Let's
Christmas,
eat.
guys.
It was such a fun episode to shoot, a gathering of foodies and chefs with an overflow of juicy stories and lush wine. In the end, more than the food, it's the company that counts. Wishing you all the most wonderful of Christmases in the company of the people you love, and hopefully good eats as well.
Well, 13 episodes and 13 additional pounds later, we end the first season of Let's Eat on a high. It's been a blessing to share all our adventures with all of you. And on behalf of the folks at the Philippine Star, our hardworking camera crew, our editors, our directors, and producers, we wish you and your family the happiest Christmas ever. Let's eat!